وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back after the break. Let us start grammar. We learned that fa'ala or Arabic verb is made of 3 letters fa'ala in general. And we learned all the special forms, the 4 special patterns of this verb also. And we also told you how to remember that. I hope you remember it. That is, if you open the Quran, Allah will help you. Otherwise, you will be hit. Therefore, listen. And we learned special cases also where the starting word is a weak letter, or starting letter is a weak letter, or middle or ending letter, or there is a hamza there, like wa'ada, qala, da'a, amara, or the verb or the root letters are repeated, like in dalla. And to remember that, we said, this is the promise of Allah, that He will help. Okay, He said it in the Quran. Therefore, pray to Allah that we follow His orders. Otherwise, we will be lost. These are 9, cases that you have to remember as far as triliteral verbs are concerned. Verbs made of 3 root letters only. But like in English, we can make derived forms. In English we saw search and research. So from search you can say he searched, he's searching, he will be, or he has researched, or he has searched, and then he researched, he will be researching, or researcher. So just like you can make different forms, different verbs from a given verb, like search and research, motivate, demotivate, okay, do, redo, and so on. Similarly, in Arabic, you can make derived forms by adding extra letters to basic fa'ala. And these, as a result, what happens, you can get 8 common or famous forms, which are fa'ala, fa'ala, af'ala, tafa'ala, tafa'ala, infa'ala, ifta'ala, istaf'ala. There are more than these, but these are commonly used. And the extra things in these are tashdid, alif, hamza, ta, and tashdid, ta, and alif, in, alif, ta, and alif, sin, ta. In dictionary, they are ordered as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. And to remember that, we gave you 3 sentences. Tasbih and mujahada are from fundamentals of Islam. Therefore, sabbaha, jahada, aslama. You want to continue and do it good, then you have to do tadabbur in Quran and tadarus of the Quran, which is tadabbara, tadarasa. If we do that, we will have inqilab, we'll come back with less ikhtilaf, and the end we do istighfar. Inqalaba, ikhtalafa, istaghfara. And these forms occur in total almost 9,000 times in the Quran, or on the average in every line of the Quran. So we have to learn them. They are very important and very interesting also. We already learned sabbaha typed in the last lesson. Now we will take the second type, which is jahada. And notice here the root letters are jim, ha, and jahada. And the extra alif is there after the first letter, that is in red. Jahada, jahada. And this extra alif is carried on in all madi and mudari and amr and nahi and everything. So let us see how it changes. One more thing, jahada becomes yujahidu in mudari. Yujahidu. It's not yajahidu. I told you, like sabbaha yusabbihu, jahada yujahidu, aslama yuslimu. These 3 only start with you. Almost 500 words in the Quran occur on the pattern of jahada. Let's take 3 of them, 3 verbs like jahada, qatala, nada. Together they occur almost 150 times in the Quran. So let us start. By the way, jahada means he strove, he struggled, he did his best, he tried his most. That's what is jahada, that's what is jihad. Okay, so jahada means he strove. Translate: jahada,
he strove.
Jahadu,
they strove.
Jahadta,
you strove.
Jahadtum,
you all strove.
Jahadtu,
I strove.
Jahadna,
we strove.
Yujahidu,
he strives.
he strives. Jahada yujahidu. Okay, yujahiduna,
they strive.
Tujahidu,
you strive.
Tujahiduna,
you all strive.
Ujahidu,
I strive.
Nujahidu.
we strive.
Jahid,
strive.
Jahidu,
strive.
La tujahid,
don't strive.
La tujahidu,
don't strive.
Mujahid,
one who strives.
Mujahad, against whom the strife is made, and mujahada,
to strive.
strive. Mujahid, huwa jahada here,
Jahadat.
that's huwa yujahidu here,
Tujahidu.
she strives. Okay, so we got all these forms, and again I told you for ism fa'il and maf'ul, ism maf'ul, you have just add mu to the mouth of this form, jahada. Like sabbaha, musabbihu, musabbih, musabbah, jahada, mujahid, mujahad. The only special thing here is jahada, the noun is mujahada. Don't confuse that with other forms. By the way, it is not mujahida, it is mujahada. What is the sign of mujahida? Mujahida is this one. Mujahid, the male who strives, mujahida, the female who strives, and mujahada is to strive. So don't mix mujahida with mujahada. Be careful. Okay, let's repeat again the Arabic forms only. Jahada, jahadu,
Jahada, jahadu.
jahatta, jahattum,
Jahatta, jahattum.
jahattu, jahadna,
Jahattu, jahadna.
yujahidu, yujahiduna,
Yujahidu, yujahiduna.
tujahidu, tujahiduna,
Tujahidu, tujahiduna.
ujahidu, nujahidu,
Ujahidu, nujahidu.
jahid, jahidu,
Jahid, jahidu.
la tujahid, la tujahidu,
La tujahid, la tujahidu.
mujahid,
Mujahid.
mujahad,
Mujahad.
mujahada,
Mujahada.
wajahada here,
Jahadat.
ويجاهد here,
Tujahidu.
tujahidu. And we said how to remember tasbih and mujahada are from basics of Islam. Sabbaha, jahada, aslama, the first three derived forms. Basics of Islam, because everything involves struggle, starting with fighting with shaitan from inside. That's the first mujahada that we have to do. That's the first jihad we have to do. The moment we want to do something good, shaitan comes in, our nafs comes in, and it carries on in all throughout our lives. That's why mujahada or jihad is part of Islam. That is the struggle to do good, struggle to avoid ourselves from evil or stay away from evil, and so on. Next verb is qatala. Qatala means he fought. Okay, some people equate jahada with qatala. Okay, qatala means to fight, but jahada is to strive. That jahada may include fighting, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. So qatala specific is fighting. Qatala, he fought. Okay, so translate. Why I'm saying jahada may include fighting, because there may be a time when you have to fight the evil elements that may occur. So, but it is a part. Jahada means to strive, to stay away from sins, to stay away from evil, and also to do good. Qatala is purely fighting. Translate. Qatala,
he fought.
Qatalu,
They fought.
Qatalta,
You fought.
Qataltum,
You all fought.
Qataltu,
I fought.
Qatalna,
We fought.
Yuqatilu,
He fights.
fights. Yuqatiluna,
They fight.
Tuqatilu,
You fight.
Tuqatiluna,
You all fight.
Uqatilu,
I fight.
Nuqatilu,
We fight.
Qatil,
Fight.
Qatilu,
You all fight.
La tuqatil,
Don't fight.
La tuqatilu,
Don't fight.
Muqatil,
Fighter.
Muqatal,
The one who is fought.
the one who is fought against, and Muqatala,
To fight.
to fight. Huwa qatala here,
Qatalat.
qatalat, huwa yuqatilu here,
Tuqatilu.
tuqatilu, she fights. Again, let's repeat in Arabic only. Qatala qatalu.
Qatala qatalu.
Qatalta qataltum.
Qatalta qataltum.
Qataltu qatalna.
Qataltu qatalna.
Yuqatilu yuqatiluna.
Yuqatilu yuqatiluna.
Tuqatilu tuqatiluna.
Tuqatilu tuqatiluna.
Nuqatilu nuqatilu.
Tuqatilu nuqatilu.
Qatil qatilu.
Qatil qatilu.
La tuqatil la tuqatilu.
La tuqatil la tuqatilu.
Muqatil
Muqatil.
muqatal
Muqatal.
muqatala.
Muqatala.
Huwa qatala hiya.
Qatalat.
Huwa yuqatilu hiya.
Tuqatilu.
Qatilu. And the third one is nada. It has a weak letter in its roots. Noon, dal, ya. The last letter is a weak letter, and consequently it has some effects, as you will see, especially in amr, nahi and masdar. You will see that. So nada means he called out. He called out. He called someone. Nada. Okay. And interestingly, all the verbs, or the verbs in general on this type, jahada type, involve two parties. Jahada, you strive. You strive when there is resistance. If there is no resistance, then there is no question of striving. So jahada involves two parties. Similarly, qatala. See, if you say qatala, that means he qatala, he killed someone, maybe the other guy was sleeping. But qatala, fight, means you fight only when the other guy is fighting. Otherwise, there is no fight there. Similarly, nada, you called out, you call out someone, you don't call in space. You don't call to empty things. You call someone. So there are parties involved. Similarly, bahatha, jadala, and so on. So nada, he called out. Nada means he called out. Just repeat in Arabic. Nada, nadau.
Nada, nadau.
Nadaita, nadaitum.
Nadaita, nadaitum.
Nadaitu, nadaina.
Nadaitu, nadaina.
Yunadi, yunaduna.
Yunadi, yunaduna.
Tunadi, tunaduna.
Tunadi, tunaduna.
Unadi, nunadi.
Unadi, nunadi.
Nadi, nadu.
Nadi, nadu.
La tunadi, la tunadu.
La tunadi, la tunadu.
Munadin,
Munadin.
munada.
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 See, it is like munadatun or munada, to call out. So there is a, because of this weak letter, we have munada. Anyway, again, once again, huwa nada here.
Nadat.
Huwa yunadi here.
Tunadi.
Once more. Nada, nadau.
Nada, nadau.
Nadaita, nadaitum.
Nadaita, nadaitum.
Nadaitu, nadaina.
Nadaitu, nadaina.
Yunadi, yunaduna.
Yunadi, yunaduna.
Tunadi, tunaduna.
Tunadi, tunaduna.
Unadi, nunadi.
Unadi, nunadi.
Nadi, nadu.
Nadi, nadu.
La tunadi, la tunadu.
La tunadi, la tunadu.
Munadin,
Munadin.
munada.
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 Huwa nada here.
Nadat.
Huwa yunadi here.
Tunadi.
Then inshallah we'll see you in the next lesson. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ইসলামিক মিডিয়া বিডি সম্পূর্ণ সহিহ আকীদা ভিত্তিক একটি অনলাইন মিডিয়া। ইসলামের সহি জ্ঞান সবার মাঝে ছড়িয়ে দিয়ে দুনিয়া ও আখিরাতে মহা কল্যাণ অর্জন করাই এই মিডিয়াটির মূল লক্ষ্য। পরিপূর্ণ সহিহ আকীদা ভিত্তিক এই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করার জন্য সকলের প্রতি বিশেষ অনুরোধ রইল। আল্লাহ সকলকে উত্তম প্রতিদান দিক এবং আমাদের এই চ্যানেলটিকে কবুল করে নিক। আমিন। আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ youtube.com/islamicmediabd17 islamicmediabd17@gmail.com facebook.com/bd.selimhosen youtube.com/selimhosen আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। আল্লাহ সকলকে ভালো রাখুক, সুস্থ রাখুক, পরিপূর্ণ ঈমান এবং আমলের উপর রাখুক। আমিন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ।